Imagine a disease that not only affects 10 million people yearly, but also challenges the world with drug-resistant strain. That disease, my friends, is tuberculosis or TB, and it's a silent crisis affecting lives across the world in all backgrounds. Even start like Nelson Mandela, who battled TB during his time in prison. Fortunately, we are now seeing biotech innovation that are rewriting the fight against this resilient disease, from rapid diagnostic testing to gene sequencing for the targeted therapy to groundbreaking vaccine research.
I'm Christina Bear. Welcome to today's Business Minute.
Emerging biotech hedge fund Evergrowth Biohealthcare Capital, we invest mainly in young growth biotech company that have their lead drug in the preclinical stage or early product stage because they have much more growth potential. There are new gene therapy being approved, gene editing drug, and then also innovative drugs to treat obesity, to treat diabetes, to treat liver condition, and also many novel or new drugs to treat cancer. Now, by investing in companies that are at the forefront of such innovation, we support the cause that will continue to deliver the hope and new drug and new technology that ultimately improve the quality of life for the patient.
In our binary event forecasting strategy, we have a very high success rate, over 80% success rate. And by using that, we get able to position out properly and take advantage of those opportunities.
Within 6 months, we have over 40% return. So in the coming year, there's a chance of even grow up to multiple year-fold in a very short time.
Welcome to this week's Open Mic webinar. Here I'm substituting for our chairman of the Medical and Scientific Advisory Committee, Dr. Van Nguyen, and I'll be presenting to members of our team on the topic of tuberculosis. Here I'll share with you a brief overview and summary of what I discussed with our team. So first I went into the definition of TB, and as I explained in the video, this condition is caused by a bacteria that affect mainly the lung, and it's Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And even though this condition TB mainly affect the lung, but for patients who are immunocompromised or who have a weakened natural defense system because they are suffering from cancer or if they are on immunosuppressive drug, it can spread to other areas of the body like the kidney, spine, so on and so forth that I later discussed in the video. Here I then discuss about the transmission of tuberculosis, and this condition is spread by respiratory droplet from coughing, sneezing. I then discussed the cause for this condition. I then went into greater detail for the cause, how this condition is being spread in respiratory droplet or in air droplet to coughing, sneezing. But this condition is particularly troublesome in patients who are immunocompromised. In other words, their body natural defense system is being knocked down because they either have cancer or if they are on immunosuppressive drug. In patients who have this weakened immune system, TB will be very contagious and spread to other areas of the body and causing havoc and dreaded complication. Next, I discuss about the different type of TB, which include latent TB, active, multi-drug resistant, and extensively drug-resistant TB. So for latent, when the disease is inactive, there's no symptom and it's not contagious. For active TB, this is when signs and symptoms are present and it's highly contagious. Now for a patient who have strong immune system, the active TB can then transition to latent TB even if left untreated. Multi-drug resistant TB and extensively drug-resistant TB is on the rise latest year because with the prolonged use of the existing drug, then the bacteria itself will develop resistance to those drugs. Effect on the body as TB hit mostly the lung, so you're going to see signs and symptoms affecting the lung, but it also can spread to other areas of the body like the kidney, spine, and the brain to cause severe complication. Global impact for TB is affect 10 million new patients worldwide. So it's very highly prevalent condition, and it's affecting mostly people in the third world, like in the Far East, like in Southeast Asia, for example, but not in the people in the westernized world like the USA. More on sign and symptom of TB, given that this condition affects mostly the lung. Patients who have persistent coughing for 3 weeks or more, they would cough up blood or hemoptysis. Patient also experience night sweat and fever. Aside from the symptom that I share is that on physical exam, the patient might might have the swollen lymph node and also abnormal chest x-ray. For diagnosis, we do like the skin testing, the mantle skin testing to check for the reactivity in the skin to injection of aspect of the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. So diagnosis include the skin, the blood test, chest x-ray, and CT scan, as well as sputum culture, as I presented in the video. For treatment and outcome, first line of medication, as I share in the video, this medication that have been used for many years. That is pyrazinamide, isoniazid, rifampin, ethambutol. Treatment is very long, lasting for 6 to 9 months. For patients who are suffering from drug-resistant case, this treatment is even much longer. Here, again, this slide shows the name of the commonly used or commonly prescribed drug. Back in the medical school day, I like to study by mnemonic device or way to help you memorize it better. And this is PIRE, pyrazinamide, isoniazid, rifampin, ethambutol. But the more this drug are being used, the higher chance that the bacteria will evolve and to become drug resistant. I then discuss about the new medication in the video presentation, like beta-acrylamide, as also delamanid, that is approved to treat the drug resistant strain. And there's also currently ongoing research to develop a drug that will successfully treat the patient, but they don't have to be on such a long-term treatment like 6 to 9 months. New medical trend, I then discuss about new medical trend, which include rapid testing is key. Also gene sequencing for us to know exactly the strain of the mycobacterium that's afflicting the patient. New medical trends is that there are advancement in rapid diagnostic testing. So the quicker we can diagnose TB, the faster we can implement safety measures like isolation and also starting patient on medication. Gene sequencing to allow us to know specificity on the bacteria and with more information on the specific bug and its mutant form, its variant form, the more precise that we can develop the drug and the medicine for the patient. Also vaccine being in development, M72AS01E, but in my view, even with vaccine, it's a patient in the developing country will still continue to suffer from TB. It has been a while for many years. I expect it to continue to be around for many more years, but we'll have a newer medication and hopefully medication in which patients do not have to take it for such long term. Also, along with that, I discussed vaccine development, and our team, we discussed that vaccine versus therapeutic, which one would generate more profit for the biotech company. We believe that vaccine, if it's implemented as a mandatory TB vaccine, then they can have recurring revenue versus the drug, because the prevalence for TB in the USA, which is the most lucrative market for investment, is just not very high. So ways to improve, I then discuss about way to improve, and that is to strengthen the public health policy and TB monitoring, increasing access to diagnostic service and treatment, supporting vaccine research and development initiative. So one of the way that we prevent the spread of TB is that for immigration policy, for example, people who want to travel to the USA, visit a tourist visa or permanent residency, there's a mandatory health testing, and part of that health testing is to get a chest x-ray as well as the skin test for TB. If you want to capture this lucrative opportunity while investing in the innovation that deliver hope to the patient, but you either don't have time or you don't have the expertise, reach out to us, contact us. We'll schedule a call to see if we are the right fit for each other.